up, guys? Chase Kaufman here with Great Lanes Bowling News. I'm currently at the Springfield Classic here in Springfield, Missouri. And today for you guys, we have a show packed full of stuff. We have a college coach on here. We got tournament results to get to. We got future tournaments to get to. And don't forget, get to 500 subscribers and we're giving away a free bowling ball. Let's roll. So I'm here with Craig Woodham, head bowling coach at Rochester University. So Craig, tell me a little bit about Rochester University.
Rochester University is an accredited liberal arts education institute, fully grounded in the teachings of Jesus. We are obviously a Christian university. There are 1,170 students, which gives us an 11-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. Rochester is located in Rochester Hills, Michigan, which is on Avon Road between Rochester and Livernois Road, approximately 1 mile from downtown Rochester, in one of America's 100 most safest communities. Our biggest things are business, which is accounting, management, human resources. Sports management is also very big. We also now have esports and gaming administration, which is really, really cool. Down from that is psychology. We're very well known for that, which then you get into your behavioral sciences, your social work. And then our nursing, healthcare science management, nursing, neuroscience, pre-med, those things. And then on top of that, we also have the elementary ticket, which is the elementary secondary elementary and elementary education.
Nice. So tell me about the program. How long has it been around and how long have you specifically been with the program?
It is in its 9th year. The program's been around for that long. This is my first full season, although I did take it over in October of last year. After the departure of the previous coach and staff. So I kind of picked it up mid-season, more like at the beginning of the season, and had to drive it through mid-season all the way to the end. We are a NAIA WAC team. It's a very tough place to play, but it's also very good because if you want to be the best, you play against the best.
So what does a typical schedule look like for someone who's a part of the bowling program?
For us, because we do have a lot, especially with our girls that want to be in nursing and pre-med and other things like that, that we can sort of bend around. So we have 2 or 3 2-hour sessions a week that is split into 2 different groups depending on their class load. So we have like a 3 to 4:30 and then like a 4 to 5:30 where it can fluctuate. Like Monday and Tuesday I'm here, but Wednesday I need to be there and Thursday might need to be there. So we can move around a little bit, and then as it fluctuates and move around, if they have classes that are canceled or they do whatever, they can always come up. So we do a lot of hanging out together at that practice space, and then when one session is done, a lot of them will jump in and work with the other ones around them. So you end up with like 16 coaches at once, which is really, really cool.
And you guys practice at Bowl IQ, so tell me about how that kind of goes.
We've been around a couple different places. We started out on Classic Lanes near the school, but then we had some idea about moving over to Bowl IQ because they were doing all of our pro shop work. So we've got 4 AMF lanes on top of 4 Brunswick Anvil lanes. With the Kegel Specto, we have 2 torches, full pattern layouts and access, and then full access to the pro shop, drilling, and everything else that we need.
So what is your coaching background and what do you look for when you are recruiting bowlers?
Interestingly enough, this is my 20th year of coaching and my 6th year of coaching bowling. I was in high school before that, and then my kids being around. My daughter actually bowls for Indiana Tech, which is nice. So I've been around it for a really, really, really long time in different areas, and then just having the coaches hat or understanding what it takes to be a coach. I like that when people ask, well, what do you look for? Because I want to say I'm different, but I don't think I'm that much different from what other people look at. I think to me, or to us, it's a personal desire or fire to move to the next level of bowling. And then beyond that, it's kind of what we call family first values. A desire to be a part of a bowling family. What part of the family, or what is your role in your family, and can you bring that to our family because we have to be a family. On top of that, reliable, honest, caring people who, like I said, who want to stay, help the other person, be a brother and sister to them. Are you a fan of the sport? Are you coachable? Do you have a sponge for bowling information, and along with a willingness to learn? do you want to be here and learn the next level, because it's not the same as high school. And then, I mean, beyond that, which is really the last thing I have in my notes, is a good, solid, sound foundation of bowling knowledge and your delivery.
So this season, I was looking at the averages. You guys have some pretty solid bowlers. How is the season going so far, and what does the future look like for the Rochester bowling team?
We're looking pretty good. I mean, this is, like you said, like one of our first solid full years. It's probably even one of the best years in program history. The kids that are on it are really, really taking to this way, what we put together in it, how we do things, and then really putting them up against the best. And I had to go out and basically build a team. There was only 4 girls last year, and there was really only enough guys, maybe 9 or 10. Now we have a JV, we have the beginnings of that. So next year, and what I've recruited from this year and next year, we'll have 32 kids, 8 solid teams all the way across, with some very, very, very good recruits.
If you'd like to know more about the Rochester program, you can email Craig at cwoodham@rochesteru.edu, give him a call at 248-778-5985, or head to the Rochester Athletics website. You can also follow them on Facebook. With that, we also want to congratulate another bowler on signing. Alyssa Van Horn has signed with Coach Mike Jashinsky and Trine University. Alyssa comes from Holt High School, but will be headed to Angola, Indiana next fall. Congratulations, Alyssa. We also have another 300 game. Ava Boggs of Flint Kersley delivered a 300 at the Swartz Creek Eliminator Singles at Grand Blanc Lanes this past Sunday. If you have 300 games that you'd like to send us and to be featured on the show, send them to greatlanesbowlingnews@gmail.com. We keep inching closer and closer to the end of the season, so let's take a look at some past tournament results to see who may enter the postseason on a high note. At the Shorian Baker's Dozen Challenge, on the boys' side, Lakeview qualified first, but dropped their match in the semifinals to Eisenhower. Eisenhower moved on to face Cousino United and defeat them in a best-of-3 match to take the win. On the girls' side, Stevenson took the 1 seed and won their first 2 matches 2-0. But in the finals, South Lyon East was there for the taking, winning in the finals 2 games to 1. Next, at the Jerry Doyle Flushing Raiders doubles tournament, Jacob Swinsicki and Logan Larive of Bay City John Glenn qualified first on the boys' side, but fell in the quarterfinals. In the finals, Joe Mertz and Owen Reyes of Davison took the win, defeating fellow Davison teammates Demarius Carter and Alex Hoover. For the girls, Reagan Baker and Mackenzie Forster of Atherton High School took the 1 seed and took it all the way. They got the job done in the finals after defeating Hannah Reed and Lily Jervelin of Flushing. The following week, another doubles tournament ran, but this time at Imperial Lanes. The powerhouse duo of Connor Rogus and Dylan Maurer of Dakota qualified first and ran the bracket to take the 1 seed in the stepladder. Jaden Chiba and Dylan Herndon of Eisenhower won their first 2 matches in the stepladder to advance to take on Rogus and Maurer, where they finished it off by winning in a close one, 183-180. For the girls, a pair of Dakota bowlers also qualified first in Riley Brownrigg and Haley Patterson. They won each of their first few matches to earn the 1 seed in the stepladder, and just like the boys, it was a 1 seed versus 7 seed final match. But this time, the 1 seeds Brownrigg and Patterson got it done over Reagan Kelly and Hadley Clark from Utica. And just last week at the Swartz Creek Eliminator Singles, Zach Sisk of Carlson took home the top qualifier spot and used it to his advantage, advancing all the way to the finals. However, Joe Mertz of Davison was able to sneak out the victory to walk away with the hardware. For the girls, Rebecca Music qualified first but lost in the quarterfinals. The final match saw Sarah Ritchie of Kersley and Carly Pavka from Corona face off, and it was Ritchie who had the upper hand to take the title. And since the postseason is almost here, that means there's only a few tournaments left to bowl in. Let's run through them right now. Each of these take place over the 18th and 19th, including the JV Championships, where on February 18th the singles tournaments will take place, and on the 19th the team tournaments will take place. These will take place at Sterling Lanes. Also on February 19th, Royal Scott Lanes will host a Division I regional tune-up, while Richfield Bowl will host a Division II regional tune-up. Then of course regionals will be here at multiple locations across the state of Michigan, with states the following week. Then after the season wraps up, Colonial Lanes will host the 2nd annual Coach Alumni Tournament, where all proceeds will support youth bowling. That's all we have for you. If you're a high school coach, make sure you're letting your bowlers know about these opportunities to bowl past high school, such as Rochester University. Also, make sure you're emailing us with any 300 games, scores, signings, anything you think would be good to put on this channel at greatlanesbowlingnews@gmail.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and help us to get to 500 subscribers. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. I'm Chase Kaufman. Of course, go out and shoot some 10 pins.